Hi friends, I'm Barbara, that's Chiquita, and today we're doing some standing yoga. I'm going to be using a yoga block, but if you don't have a yoga block, you can just do the movement without it. This is optional. And I'm also going to be fully standing. I'm not going to use the chair, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to. So feel free to grab the chair for either support or sitting into it to do the poses along with me. Ready? Let's do this. Start with our hands in prayer hands, grounding our feet down into the mat, down into the floor, finding steadiness and strength, rooting down through the ground like a tree, stable roots. Sink those toes into the ground. Next breath, we're going to inhale, bringing the arms up above, finding length, and bringing the arms down by the thighs. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. 2 more. Good. Bringing them down. We're going to use our thumbs, and we're going to bring our thumbs right about there, right underneath our shoulders. We're going to inhale. We're going to bring both arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to come back down with our thumbs to touch our chest. Inhale up, lengthening through the fingertips, and exhale down. 2 more. Good. Bringing those fingers back to the chest. Good. And bringing the hands down. Bringing your right hand to your hip. Left hand comes up above. Finding length through the fingertips, trying to reach for the ceiling. Growing a little taller. We're going to bring that hand overhead for a side stretch. Feeling that stretch here in our rib cage and in our side body. Good, and bringing that hand down by our side. Let's do that 2 more times. Up, finding length first, and then over, and down. 1 more. Good, bringing the left hand to your hip, right hand to the side. Here we go. Inhale comes up, finding length through the fingertips, leaning towards the side. And down. 2 more. Lengthening, growing a little taller, then stretching. And down. 1 more. Good. Bringing the hand down, releasing both hands. Good. We're going to open our stance ever so slightly, about hip width apart. We're going to bring our hands back to prayer hands by the chest, standing nice and tall. Make sure you're not curving inward. Good. We're going to glue our feet into the mat, cement them in. And we're going to twist just with the upper body. So just with the hands, we're going to twist towards the left. We're going to stay there, holding the position, but not our breath. We're going to continue to breathe, focusing on our breath as it flows in and out of us. Good. Slowly make your way back to the center. Breathing in and out. On an inhale, we're going to float towards the left. Holding here. Good. Back to center. We'll do that one more time. Take a regular breath here before we move again. Letting it fill up our lungs. Good. Here we go. Twisting towards the right. And back to center. Twisting towards the left. And back to center. Good. We're going to bring our hands down to our thighs. We're going to bring our hands maybe a little lower down to our knees. We're going to flatten out our back. We're going to look down at the ground for a halfway lift. Just taking a breath here as we look down. Option to release the hands and ragdoll yourself from side to side. Releasing the arms and the shoulders. Just continuing to breathe. Feel free to close your eyes as you're moving, if that feels right for you. Just allow yourself to hang, to relax. Good, and the next breath, see if you can grab your elbows. If that's too much, that's okay. You don't have to. You can bring your hands over to your thighs again. If you're holding onto your elbows, I want you to make little circles out in front of you. They don't have to be very big, just little circles. Good. Bringing our hands back to our thighs. If they're not already there, we're going to flatten our back once again, halfway lift. We're going to roll ourselves up, steadying our gaze, gaining our breath. Good. We're going to open towards the right side of the room for Warrior Two. Warrior Two stance. We're going to bend the right knee. Left leg is going to be at a 45-degree angle, pointing forward. We're going to bring our hands, palms to face down. Now I normally, those of you that are my students at the center know that I like to do it this way. But for today, for this practice, we're going to have it more traditional. So our palms are going to face down. Our chest is forward. Our arms are forming the letter T. Our feet are nice and grounded into the ground. If you feel unstable, your stance might be too wide. You might need to bring the back leg a little bit further in. And if you're using a chair, you can have it over here and you can use it to support yourself with one hand. And you can rotate between the chair and lifting the arm as you work on building that stability and balance. Breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. Release the knee and bring the arms down for a moment. Beautiful. We're going to flow. We're going to go back to that Warrior Two. So a flow means that we're going to connect movements with breath. So if a movement is a word, we're going to make sentences with it, if that makes sense to you. So here we go, Warrior Two. And then we're going to straighten out the leg, bring the hands overhead to touch, and then back down into Warrior Two, just like that. Good. Let's do 4 of those. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Last one. Good. Holding on to our Warrior Two here. We're going to bring our right hand down towards our leg. Left arm is going to come overhead and out in front of our head for extended side angle pose. Holding here, breathing in and out. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to somersault that hand back. I'm going to put it right at our hip. Take a breath here. Good. We're going to hinge forward back to that extended side angle. This time we're going to make circles out and over with our hand. If that's too much for you, I welcome you to put your hand on your shoulder and just make little circles with your elbow. Whichever one works best for you today is the right one. Feeling into your shoulder and into your arm. Allowing your arm to flow. If you feel any areas that are tense or might be painful, just breathe into those areas. You don't need to go as deep or as hard as you might think. Good. Bringing both hands to your leg, holding there for a moment. Good. Bringing that left hand back to the hip. You're going to bring both legs to face forward. Breathing in and out. Good. Going to the left side. Warrior stance. We're bending the left knee, extending the right leg at a 45-degree angle, pointing forward. Bringing those arms up for Warrior 2. Forming the letter T. Breathing in and out. Grounding through your legs. Say with me, I am strong. I am brave. I am capable of all things. Beautiful. Bringing the arms down, straightening the knee. Taking a breath for a moment. We're going into a flow on this side, just like we did with the other. So we're going to bend the knee, we're going to extend the arms into a letter T. Good. On an inhale, we're going to raise the arms to touch, and we're going to extend the leg. Exhale, we're going to come down into Warrior 2. Beautiful. 4 of those. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keeping our Warrior 2 there for a moment. We're going to bring our left hand to our thigh. We're going to extend the arm out and over the head for extended side angle. If you're working with a chair, then you can hold on to the chair with your left hand. Extending and holding. Focusing on your breath. For 3, 2, and 1. We're going to somersault that hand back onto our hip. Taking a breath here. We're going to lean into the thigh with our left hand like we did before. This time we're going to make circles with our right arm. Option to bring your hand to your shoulder and just make little baby circles with your elbow. But if it's available to you, extending over and under, feeling into that movement, allowing your energy to flow through your body as you move, letting it guide you. One more. Good. Bringing that hand to the thigh, extending upward. Bringing both hands to your left thigh. Bringing both legs to face forward. Feel free to grab your block right now if you're planning on using one. We're back to that stance. I'm going to open my stance a little wider. We're going for a wide forward fold. If you're using a chair, you're going to want to have it out in front. And as you hinge forward, you can place the block on the chair or your hands on the chair, finding a spot for it to rest. So maybe it comes down to the ground, maybe it comes to the chair. Good. And we're going to flatten our back, extending through the crown of the head outward, placing our hands on our block, feeling the stability in our legs. Breathing in and out. Good. On the next breath, we're going to hop our block a little closer towards the middle. Continuing to look down. Next breath, we're going to aim it in between our legs. We're going to hold there for 3, 2, and 1. Gently curling ourselves back up. Good. Taking a breath here. Placing our block down by the side. We're going to extend the arms out into a starfish or a star. And we're going to flow between that end, bringing our hands together. We're going to sit into our legs, and that's going to be horse stance. So we're going to flow to a star, extending through our limbs, bringing our hands together and floating down. Good. Go as fast or as slow as you feel you need to at this moment. 3, 2, and last one. Good. On this last one, I want you to stay low, holding there. Good. And coming back up, bringing your feet together, stepping them out, taking a breath. Good. We're coming towards the right side. We're going to bring our block with us. We're going to have both sets of toes pointing in the same direction. So both sets of toes are going to look towards the right. I'm going to bring my right leg out in front, my left leg behind it. So similar to Warrior 2, except my left foot isn't at a 45-degree angle. It's looking in the same direction. So you might need to hop your leg a little bit forward. Find that spot that works for you. Grabbing onto your block. If you're using a block, we're going to extend it out in front. Good. Holding there for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring it towards our chest. Good. We're going to switch hands. Left hand is going to hold the block. I'm going to bring my right hand to my heart. And I'm going to open the block out. I'm going to hold there for 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to swing it back. Put both hands on the block. Good. And do that 3 more times. Right hand to chest. Good. Holding here. Holding onto the block horizontally with both hands on top. We're going to extend it up above, keeping our legs in the same position. High lunge. Holding there for 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Taking a breath. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Bringing both feet together, facing forward, stepping out the feet. Beautiful. Let's go for the left side. This time I'm bringing my left leg forward and my right leg back. I'm going to bring both hands to the block and I'm going to extend it out in front. Focus your gaze on the block. If you don't have a block, you can just put your hands together, and that works as well. Bringing it towards our chest and pushing it out. Good, holding here. Good, we're going to switch hands. Left hand to the chest. We're going to open the right hand and close. Open and close. Last one. Good. Bring both hands to the block. We're going to extend the arms out in front. Breathing here. On the next inhale, I want you to reach your block up above, challenging your balance and stability in your legs, holding it there for 3, 2, and 1, bringing it down. Good, we're going to raise it again 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good, stepping together. Bringing our feet together, pedaling them out. Good. Bringing the block to the ground. I'm going to sit for some Savasana. I'm going to sit on my block. But you can sit in your chair or on your mat. But I find if I sit on the block, it helps me to keep my spine straight. I welcome you to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Bring the palms up if that's comfortable for you. Or just stretch out on the ground on the mat. I want you to slowly go from ear to ear, ear to shoulder, from side to side. Just going slowly and observing what happens as you do so. Maybe you feel some cracks and pops. That's okay. Just allowing whatever needs to release, that it may release. Good, coming back to center. I want you to take a deep inhale, deep exhale. 2 more. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. 1 more. Deep inhale. Good. I want you to picture yourself as a butterfly. It's springtime. You're sitting on this beautiful flower. Observe as you flutter your wings. As you take in the beautiful mountain air. When you're ready, you can lift off and fly to another flower, or continue jumping from flower to flower with no specific destination in mind. Just moving because you can, allowing yourself to be free in your movements and in your mind, allowing the wind to guide you, not forcing it. Taking a moment to stop at a flower and let it nourish your body and your soul. Taking from it what you need to be strong and healthy, but only taking as much as you need. When you're ready, you can fly off into the sunset, feeling the freedom as it touches your wings and the air lifts you up, gliding, coming up and down. Giving you a moment of silence at this time. We're going to start bringing our awareness gently back, moving our fingers, gentle movements of the neck and shoulders, extending the legs if they're not already extending, flexing them, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, bringing your awareness back into the room. We're going to bring our hands together into prayer hands. We're going to bow to one another. We're going to say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you again.